The way that 343 Industries have handled the Halo series has disappointed and angered fans in a number of ways, but the focus of this video will be to explore the promising and backtracking of split-screen support in Halo games on both console and PC. I first became aware of 343's split-screen lies when I noticed the Master Chief Collection on Steam. I was interested in this collection, having played the original Halo on Xbox, and seeing that split screen was included for the Master Chief Collection on Xbox One. Around the same time, 343 development blogs suggested that split screen was on the backlog for the PC release, but trusting 343 to deliver, that was a big mistake. Released on December 3rd, 2019, the Halo Master Chief Collection aimed to bring 6 Halo games to the PC in one single integrated experience. The package would release the Halo games one at a time, with the final game of the package being released just before the next major installment, known as Halo Infinite. Throughout development, 343 Industries shared an official Master Chief Collection development update blog, which detailed various aspects of game design, bug fixes, optimizations, a roadmap and backlog for upcoming features. This blog could easily be accessed using the Steam News tab, wherein a brief summary is displayed along with a link to the full blog. Most of these blog links now appear dead. I will interject here and say that I dislike this practice of using external websites to provide updates to Steam customers. We are not fully out of luck though. We can utilize the Wayback Machine to access some of these deleted blogs. Within these blogs, we can see that split screen on PC was spoken about many times by 343 Industries. But as I will discuss later, I feel like them making these statements is more related to securing sales for the game rather than intending to implement the feature. In more recent blogs, 343 Industries seem to have gone completely silent on split screen, omitting any mention of it at all, presumably in hopes that the community will stop asking for it. However, it hasn't gone completely silent. The last we heard from 343 was about a year ago, when an employee stated on Reddit that split-screen support for the Master Chief Collection still does remain under consideration and is sitting on the backlog. But can we really trust this, after the amount of dishonesty and backtracking displayed by 343 management? In more recent posts on Reddit, users are speculating that split-screen has been silently cancelled by 343, and there's no more responses from any employees that suggest otherwise. To further anger PC customers, it is speculated that 343 developers intentionally removed traces of split-screen code that were used for the console versions. We can see this because a gamer has been able to enable split-screen on the Master Chief Collection on the PC. The workaround was achieved using a cheat engine mod to enable code relating to split-screen. A major problem was identified, however. You can only control player 1, even with multiple controllers plugged in. A further find is that the leftover code only appears to be present in the first Halo game of the collection. What does all this mean? Well, clearly, split screen was incorporated into the Master Chief Collection from the get-go. This is obvious because it existed in the Xbox One release. But what is particularly toxic here is how 343 actively removed the code from the game when porting it over to the PC. So when 343 Industries spoke about adding split screen to the game in the future, what they forgot to mention is how they intentionally removed it from the game in the first place. It hasn't been exclusively PC gamers being lied to about split screen support in order to generate sales. In 2015, 343's Halo 5 Guardians was released on the Xbox One. The game released with no split-screen support. The reason for this was stated by Microsoft Studios corporate vice president Phil Spencer, who said that the lack of split-screen was because most gamers are using Xbox Live, so the studio's focus was to make sure that the online co-op experience was as good as could be. Now, I'm not sure if I fully believe that, but we'll come to that in a moment. Anyway, after the release of Halo 5 Guardians, there was backlash from Halo fans. This led to General Manager of 343 Industries at the time, Bonnie Ross, to promise that split screen will always be included in their future games.
Or when we didn't put split screen in with Halo 5. A lot of learnings from that, and I would say for any FPS going out forward, we will always have split screen in going forward.
This was taken extremely well by gamers. It brought back trust into the series and generated hype for the next big release. And this promise and hype surrounding the return of split screen was echoed continuously, with Brian Gerard, the community director at 343 Industries, speaking of how the new game engine allows for ambitious aspirations for the future of the franchise, which also includes the long-awaited return of split screen. None of this seemed to age well at all. And then, in December 2021, the next Halo installment, Halo Infinite, arrived on the Xbox and PC with no official co-op campaign present at all. But we knew this was coming, because there was an announcement prior to the release, in August 2021, that the game would launch without co-op and it would arrive at a later date.
We made the really tough decision to delay shipping campaign co-op for launch.
Well, roll the clock forward to November 2022 and the co-op campaign is officially released across all platforms. But still, there is no split screen support, and that is because 343 officially cancelled split screen plans in September 2022, just before co-op arrived.
We have had to make the difficult decision not to ship campaign split screen co-op and take the resources that we would use on that and go after this list and all these other things that we're going to talk about in just a sec.
In this instance, it was not just the PC community who got the 343 treatment, but also Xbox users. It hasn't been completely bad news for Xbox players, however, as gamers have found a way to access Halo Infinite's campaign in split-screen co-op. Unfortunately, no such discovery has been made yet in the PC version of the game. To this date, the workaround still exists, but let's just hope that it doesn't get patched out, because that is going to result in 343 looking even worse than they currently portray themselves. So you might be wondering, what is the function of developers promising features such as split-screen support and then backtracking such promises? Well, there's a few functions to this, and we can see it quite clearly too. 343 Industries have used the split-screen feature as a tool to repeatedly grab the attention of Halo fans. They are aware that the Halo series' success was largely born from the couch co-op campaign seen in the original games on the Xbox. So promising such a feature triggers a nostalgic response in customers, helping to drive sales. Okay then, so if it would help drive sales, why not ship with it? Well, shipping a game with split-screen co-op actually makes the fat cats in the boardroom shit themselves. Why? Because their power-hungry monkey brains foresee a problem, and that problem is halving of sales. Let's imagine, if every gamer who wanted to play Halo Infinite did so on split screen, you would have to buy half the amount of copies, since each gamer uses someone else's copy in order to play the game. If, however, you restrict the only way to access co-op to online, every single player needs to have purchased a copy of the game in order to do so. It doesn't matter what kind of excuse the companies give for not including split screen. They'll usually go down the technical limitations route, as it's the most believable excuse that they can give. But more likely, it's because it damages the amount of sales they anticipate. Furthermore, you don't have to be online to play a split-screen game, and we know that companies these days love you to be online at the time you're gaming, so that they can harvest more of your data. Again, it comes back to profit. Unfortunately, split screen has never been included in any official Halo release on the PC. But it's not entirely bad news. Although there's no official support, there is a workaround to imitate split screen co-op for the Master Chief Collection on PC. You may have heard of the app Nucleus Co-op. It's my favourite app, and I'll do a video covering the app at some point. With this app, you can play the Master Chief Collection in multiple instances to create the illusion of split screen. The added benefit to using this app is that it's very easy to support multiple monitors from one machine, creating the ultimate couch co-op experience. Halo Infinite is not currently supported by the app, but recently a Nucleus co-op developer has posted a teaser screenshot of what might be possible. So we might be able to experience Halo Infinite co-op campaign in split screen at some point on the PC in the future. So, as usual, PC gamers get the worst end of the deal. No official split screen support on the Master Chief Collection, and no current split screen workaround for Halo Infinite. Perhaps this wouldn't be such a big deal if it wasn't for the lies delivered by 343 in order to secure sales. In my opinion, this is disgusting practice, but on a positive note, it has become concrete in my mind that 343 Industries are a company who are greedy, shady, and not to be trusted. How do you feel about 343 Industries? How do you think they've handled the Halo series? Let me know in a comment. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.